Hi everybody, welcome back to Bree's Books and Budgets. I'm Bree, and I'm here to talk about some of the books that I've read. The first book that I'm going to talk about is Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. This was the March book of the month for the Indie Archive group that I am part of from Mel with Mel and Nora Groups and Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy. It was a nice, short, quick book. The tagline is "She's off limits, but he's never been good at following the rules." I love a rule breaker. It was a lot of fun. It was a nice quick read, and it was good to break up some of the larger books that I was reading. I also read The Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli. This was the conclusion of the Crimson Moth duology. It ended in a very good way. There are a couple of things that I wished we had gotten some more information on, but it was a good conclusion to the story. It was well paced. It is definitely something worth picking up. The next book that I read was Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. It's actually shorter than Done and Dusted, and I read it during the 48-hour gala of peace that it took place during the Realmathon. I thought it was very quick pace. It was a good continuation of all the interconnected stories that's going to happen in this series. I do recommend it as a good palate cleanser, especially if you are just starting your cowboy romance era. And then I also read Expiration Dates during that 48 hours. It's nice and short and sweet. It was definitely a interesting book to read. Was it a 5-star? No, but was it a good time? Yes, it was. I liked it. It is about a woman who receives pieces of papers that say the name of the person that she's going to date and for how long, whether it's 3 days, 2 months, and 2 years, whatever that is. And one day she gets one that doesn't have a date on it. So it kind of brings up the whole concept of what limits do we put on ourselves with certain things. So I was intrigued by it, so I picked it up, I read it, and I got some points for my team. And then I also read When the Stars Go Dark by Paula McLean. I thought this was a good book. I actually read it in addition to listen to the audiobook at the same time. It was a good immersive read for that. It concluded one storyline in here. There's a couple other storylines that could easily continue into other books, and so I'm interested to see where that goes. This was about a girl who disappears, and she's not the first girl who has disappeared. And is she alive? Is she not alive? Does this have anything to do with what happened in the town 20 or 30 years before? So it was a good book. And then I read a nonfiction book, and I got done with The Light We Carry by Michelle Obama. I thought this was a very good book. It was a good commentary about how to overcome certain things and the techniques that she uses or she recommends, and just slice of life type of thing. I thought it was good. I listened to the audiobook, which Michelle Obama did narrate. I thought it was very interesting to listen to her words, and she's a very well-spoken woman. I really enjoyed this. And then I read Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I actually listened to the audiobook at the same time that I read the book, so I did an immersive read. Definitely worth the audiobook. The main character, Skylar, she is a country artist. She's a country singer, and she's starting to write her own songs. And so she goes through that process, and at one point in the book, she does actually sing her songs. So audiobook all the way for this. 5-star, I really enjoyed it. And then the book that I am most excited to share with you, because I finally got it done. The book that I'm most excited to share with you is Kingdom of Ash, 980 pages. Look how thick and floppy this book is. I went through the ringer with this book. I was angry, I was sad, I was crying, I was laughing, all the feels. and I am so glad to have this done. It is the end of the Throne of Glass series. I believe it was book number 8, so it's been a long time coming. I loved that I finished this book. Absolutely loved it. So the current book that I am reading is actually City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. It's the first of the Shadowhunter series, the Immortal Instruments, at least in the way that I'm going to read them. So I'm enjoying that. I'm doing a audio read and a physical read of that as well. If you have come to the end of the video, please go ahead and comment down below a stack of books emoji, because yeah, I have a stack of books that I read and I absolutely love that I'm reading all of them. So comment down below, like, subscribe, all the YouTuber things, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.